Hey everyone, it's me Mario here today, joined by Mr. the Commentator Toes, here in the Virtual Club World Cup England 2024 knockout round of 16. We're here at the Etihad, where it's going to be my opinion, it's going to be a big match here because Manchester City versus Red Bulls New York. A lot of people have already wrote them off, to be honest. But after a pretty hard-fought group stage for Red Bulls New York, I don't think you can write them off just yet. Even though a lot of people would say they would be written off right now, Manchester City are the way better side. I still think this team could do a little bit. New York, Red Bulls New York. I think they can still do they can still have quite the game if they decide to have it. If they decide to put up a fight in this game, this could become an interesting one, especially with Yearwood coming up in front. Probably one of the biggest reasons New York Red Bulls New York are in these knockout stages. Yearwood has been quite the player for them in these past few group stage matches, and of course here in the knockouts against Manchester City, you're going to have to be on your best performance against these guys. We know Owen Collins is still not match fit to come back, but even without Owen Collins, Manchester City can still be quite the threat with Alvarez up front, of course. You can only say that. Alvarez intercepting the ball there, but that's some great defending from Red Bulls New York. Really put in a challenge, they did. And now coming up, going forward, they're going forward now. Well, just about keeps it in there. Crosses it in. Not the best of crosses, but and then West Side, they're always going to try their best, even if there's something that they might not be able to do very nicely, compared to the other teams in this competition. They're still going to give it a go. And Yearwood, a bit too small to get the header there, as it's Manchester City on the ball now. Great cross for Mahrez there, Phil Foden. Great block though. Evenly matched fight so far, I would say. As it's now going to be a corner here for Manchester City. This is going to be an important one for City because they know they can't underestimate New York. They can't underestimate Red Bulls New York, especially since they're putting up quite a hard fight here. It's coming out for another corner for Manchester City. It's quite the hard-fought match here. As Kevin De Bruyne is going to take it again here, and looks like this time he might cross it in. Yep, he could cross this one in, and it's 1-0. It's an unlucky piece set, but Sergio Busquets gets there in the end. I don't know about you. I think it's Sergio Busquets' first goal for Manchester City. I can't remember if he scored another goal in the Premier Top Division, but I think this is Sergio Busquets' first goal for Manchester City since leaving Barcelona. And to be fair, it's quite a nice goal for Sergio Busquets. Quite clean shot on the volley. Didn't know he had that in his locker. But New York City, Red Bulls New York, of course, they're under the pressure now, scoring the equaliser, and obviously against Manchester City's defence. Not easy. Not easy. They could just do something. Yearwood's their best target to pass to, but he's always marked. And to be fair, New York, Red Bulls New York have had quite the more possession actually, which for a lot of people surprising, but Manchester City's had the better quality in shooting. And Red Bulls New York was able to keep that one out, but Kevin De Bruyne is going to take a corner here. The corner beforehand did work for them, so it might work for them again here. It's Kevin De Bruyne. It's going to take a short corner here. Well, they can they might be able to catch him on the break now. If they can. No, if they didn't catch him on the break. Very much. They had to be better on the break though. I have to admit that to Red Bulls New York. Had to be better on the break there. But good defending once again from them. They're really keeping the fence up. Jeez, that's a bad tackle for Ake. That's going to be a booking, in my opinion. It's got to be a booking. Yes, it is a booking for Nathan Ake. It was a bad challenge, and probably one that didn't really need to happen. Bit late on that slide tackle then. It's definitely going to be a booking for Ake. And now Yearwood, and he scored the equaliser. We all know Yearwood and the rest of this Red Bulls New York team doesn't go down without a fight. And it's an equaliser. Much well deserved equaliser. Yearwood once again in the right position, and he just swats it home. Red Bulls New York have equalised just before the break here. And there's a must well deserved one. Drew Yearwood. Right position, right time. Just what makes him a great player for this team. He's always in the right place at the right time. And now it's half time here at the break. Interesting game so far. Just before half time. Yearwood scores the equaliser. And substitution for Red Bulls New York during the break. It was Red Bulls New York's first shot of the game when they scored the equaliser against Manchester City in the first half. Of course, Yearwood's goal. That's football for you. You could have one team could have 30 shots in one game. One team can have one shot and score it. That's as football as it could be. That Red Bulls New York. Okay, no. I thought Red Bulls New York could make something there. But no, unfortunately they can't. And Phil Foden on the ball here. It's hard to stop him. But when you've got some determined defenders in the back, and you can definitely have the chance to stop him. Hold on. Yearwood. And I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's only Red Bulls New York's second shot of the game. And they've scored it again. Yearwood with the goal. And it's 2-1 to Red Bulls New York. The team that was heavily underfavoured at basically since the beginning of the Villager Club World Cup England 2024 campaign, they were really underestimated. They were really underestimated. But now, you see them now. They've scored a reader against probably one of the biggest teams teams in football right now, Manchester City. This just goes to show you can never underestimate anybody. As it's Yearwood again. It's Yearwood again. And unlucky. Could have been a hat-trick for Yearwood here against Manchester City. He had to hold him better there. He had to hold Alvarez better then. But the goalkeeper, oh, great goalkeeping there. He fought off 2 players then to get that ball. Really, really determined performance. And Yearwood, and it is a hat-trick. I think this is Yearwood's first hat-trick of the competition, and he really deserves it. From going 1-0 down to Manchester City, Yearwood has saved his team. But of course, you've got to give credit to the rest of the team though, because they've really played alongside Yearwood here. Yeah, they've been able to stop some chances. They've been able to give Yearwood some chances as well. And he's been able to slot all of them home. He's always in the right position to put it in. And of course, Red Bulls to York making a substitution. I can't believe the kind of game we're seeing. This kind of reminds me of Burnley when they beat Manchester City 3-1 in the Premier Top Division. Just with a team that is lower ranked than Burnley, and of course. And oh, he's missed it. The goalkeeper. He's been the MVP. He's one of the players for Red Bulls of York to, of course, credit. He's been really good up to now. He saved his team from having to fight off the lead, but they still have to kind of fight off the lead a little bit. They still have to kind of fight this lead, because Manchester City, you all know, Manchester City, they don't give up. No matter how many goals they're down to, they don't give up. But the mentality of Red Bulls New York, and it's over. Red Bulls New York have absolutely stunned City. They've done it better than Burnley. They've stunned Manchester City better than Burnley did. It's 4-1. Yearwood with a 4th goal. You have to praise this team. So much hard work up to now. A team from the MLS has practically beaten the best side in football right now. Practically the first or second best team in football. The whole of football. An MLS side is able to do it. And of course, that's Red Bulls New York. And of course, an injury has been reported for Rodrigo de Paul for Manchester City. And oh my god, he's on the goalkeeper again. Red Bulls New York have just absolutely stunned City. This is a game that no one would have ever predicted would be this scoreline, especially to Red Bulls New York. And the goalkeeper saves again, and it's full time. I can't believe it. I knew it was going to be a hard-fought battle, but I didn't think it was going to be this hard-fought, especially for Red Bulls New York. Yearwood with 4 goals. He's carried his team, but praise the other players as well, because they did so well. They were so determined in this game. You could see their determinedness on their faces, on all their faces. They deserve to go to the next round.